Peace and love, black family. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. We are live and direct from the 2015 African Liberation Day, Birmingham, England. And I support 100% GKTV. That's right, Got Kush TV. For the latest conscious information, trending news, and information that you can use, make sure you check out Got Kush TV. GKTV, they got that information you need.
There was empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get books.
My success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is.
Through the vision in me, I can see it clearly. But there is gonna be peace, love and harmony, black understanding among my people. Among my people. Because they're gonna jump and shout, African Liberation Day. Oh yeah, yes we're gonna sing and shout, African Liberation Day. Because we're gonna jump and shout, African Liberation Day. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout, African Liberation Day. I like a talk for liberation. Check out our fight for a free nation. No time for the liberation. Come with our big friend, now ask anyone. Remove the sucker from off of your hand and set fire to the plantation. Now is the time for revolution when all African have to live as Carbarton was like a come with division. I shall raw fulfill the vision, stand firm and strong.
Welcome to Birmingham St George's Community Centre. I'm Dua Mutavenang. We are with GKTV, your #1 conscious platform. We are here at African Liberation Day 2015, here in the heart of the Midlands, and we're going to go and take a look inside and see what's happening as we enter the St George's Community Centre for what promises to be an excellent community African event, filled with speakers such as the Honourable Esteemed Robin Walker, as well as Dr. Umar Johnson, all the way in from the States. And somebody also said that Professor James Small will also be around for us as well. So some very notable African-centred speakers here today at the St George's Community Centre Hub, African Liberation Day, GKTV. We up here in the building alongside Dua Mutev and Ankh, and also as well Minister R, who'll be coming down a little bit later on. They're a bit lost in the traffic, but don't worry, it gets like that sometimes. But we're out on the road and we're going to take a look at what's happening here in the Midlands, African Liberation Day 2015. Come and join us and let's see what's going on.
Snap, 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 and just keep on snapping. The result is like the resounding effect of thunderous cloud snapping, so you best believe lightning has just struck. So much luck to those who think that the holding tight their metal will keep them protected, analysed, redirected and ejected like from the blackness from which all things come, like the word brought forth motherland, now rivers and flowing. There's so much beauty in blackness if we only chose to know it. Like original I be, while some teeth, some buy and some pursue for rentals. No need for qualifications, my nature is my credentials. Like the manifestation of most high meditation and creation harmonization. Architectural technician of autonomous nation mission. Optician of first, second and third eye vision. Unlocking archaeological discoveries of dormant innate abilities, forgotten histories, unlocking of those 10 mysteries. Quite simply be the griot, veteran of vernacular appliances, practitioner of natural sciences. See. Yeah. One way around. Alright, before I go further, listen, it's not the Shakara now. I want to introduce you to my little brother right about now. Yeah? I've got 3 brothers and you have to know about them. Yeah? They got my little brother, Soldier MC. Come forward, Soldier MC. Right in my verse right about now, Soldier MC. And you're fine, Soldier MC. Do the thing. Who are we? Who are we? What do we want? What do we want? How are we going to want it? When do we want it? When? 10-9 warriors. Sipping, chilling, a couple brothers are billing. You can't have me in your sister's prescription instead of sinning. The Bible is a tool of man, because it was written. We have civilizations and nations before religion, and they say it eats. Go too deep, and they won't listen, because the people on the end of the speak are many sheep. But the mind is a powerful weapon when it's conditioned. So tap into the eye of the pyramid. Period. Blood-stained walls, teardrops to the floor. This the memories of enemies that never fall. Ignorance is blind at a witness that never saw. And innocence is fine that you smash and break to the floor. Money makes the world go round, feeding your lies so the wealth can disappear. But your spirit never dies. It resides in the hearts and the minds of those alive. So when you keep the bucket, you can't take your riches for the ride. Stay true to who you. Keep doing what you do. My women, that's you too. We loyal for move through. Cause we're living in a system of oppression. It shouldn't leave you guessing why my people are regressing. On the planet we're the first to take it for what it's worth. Beware the naked man who's offering a shirt. Little innocent children dying all around the globe. But we'll keep the floor and pay for buses because we're old. Believe none of what you hear. On half of what you see. Think for yourself. Your own thoughts you can see. Cause 500 years when they came to the motherland. The gun in one and that Bible in the other hand. And all of that was sanctioned by the Pope of Rome. Lost in its mental weight, the soldiers trying to solve the goal. They snatch our children from our mothers at birth. They're still snatching our children, but doesn't that hurt? We need a movement deep-rooted that doesn't lack worth and ain't scared to rise up in the belly of the beast flame. Fire bomb Babylon and bring them to their knees for raping our queens that they were less than human beings. And put a try to push them black, put them to the street, put the shutting in the palm, making me tell them squeeze up, telling our queens they ain't pure fool naturally. Make them the image of a goddess, so it has to be. Take out the weed from your editor catastrophe. Brother, stop taking the right, women to blasphemy. Looking at Turner, and see the revolution, the final fighting spirit we had, and never lose it. Would you stand up to the devil in his own backyard, like by any means? Like Michael, would you take the street? Took me a good couple of decades to answer that quest. Now I'm in the right mindset, the answer is yes. 10, 1 bullet to the chin and 15 to the chest. Continue rising, I'm not up, you say each is a bless. Me and my brother stand strong, we see this path to the end. Now I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I feel to quit, I don't feel a quit, and I feel that I ain't built for it, but I see the bigger picture, so I brush it and I deal with it. Another thing I can't take is brothers screaming, diamond shining, living up for people dying, while they diamond mining. We live and wine and dine in silence, and we blame the tyrants. But we are right, but we turn a blind eye to violence, and we don't know when we not moan until they stick the knife in. One of our own, it hits home, that's why it's like this. We're doing anything for good kill like it's United. We treat our women like we should see if your sister likes it. Tell me why are we fighting? We need to be united. Pour some gasoline on the sister, tell the children to light. I see that black fish rise in the sunshine. You know we're dining with the devil, evil people like us. Peace. Soldier MC, Soldier MC. Soldier MC. I'm gonna do one more, they're gonna be out. I'm gonna do one more, they're gonna be out. One more, they're gonna be out. You know what? And I got all my brothers on the drum. All my brothers on the drum. All my brothers on the drum. Yo, we're part of, listen, I want people to know, yeah? We're part of the Archipelago Revivalist movement. We are the Archipelago Revivalist movement. Youth, we are the army, yeah? But my other little brother, Russet Fire, thinking in the house, black fist, black power all day, every day. Yeah, we're gonna hear from you later on. Yeah, give me an diggy.
Spoken word, bring it up. Conscious culture in the ass.
Are you ready? We're gonna bridge the generation gap.
Yeah.
Nice. Read it. I know my days will be long and my nights will be few. Through the vision in me, I can see it clearly. Cause there is gonna be peace, love and harmony, black understanding among my people. Among my people. Because they're gonna jump and shout, Africa Liberation Day. Oh yeah. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout, Africa Liberation Day. Because we're gonna jump and shout, Africa Liberation Day. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout, Africa Liberation Day. I ain't like a talk for liberation. Check out what I fight for a free nation. No time for the liberation. Coming out next spread now after anyone. Remove the shackles from off of your hand and set fire to the plantation. Now is the time for revolution when all African have to live as Carbarker was I come with the vision. I shall raw fulfill the vision, stand firm and strong in the Babylon, Universal African Legion. Want our own integration, but come on alone of a nation. That's all our repatriation. Tell back your team, reparation. African man with the African mind. African plan, take your African foot on your African land, make African dance, African hand. Now back up work on this the program. No uncle talk and stop the motion. We don't know where I got the notion when it's devotion. Because we're gonna jump and shout. Black liberation, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout. Africa liberation, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, we're gonna jump and shout. Africa liberation, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout. Africa liberation, yeah. Listen. Revolution, African Union, one the illusion of inclusion. There's no begging from the master's table. Do for yourself, write your own fables, cause I command, I don't plead. Also Christians, I just be and it is back cause I want to be free. My philosophy has got to be black power, black fist. Hey, ewa, everybody with me. Yo, I think it's take off the echo. Is it not the dance song right now? I want to give it an ear when I say, alright? Give thanks. Listen. Revolution, African Union, run the illusion of inclusion. There's no begging from the master's table. Do for yourself, write your own fables, cause I command, I don't plead. Ask no questions, I just be and it is right cause I want to be free. My philosophy has got to be black power, black fish shower, rape on a pagan, final hour. Got to be black power, black fish shower, rape on the pagan, final hour, Rastaban, James Bond and Jack Bauer. If you're real, you stand firm, don't listen. Tomorrow, because we're gonna scream and shout, Africa liberation, yeah. Everybody sing, oh yeah. Yes, we're gonna sing and shout, Africa liberation, yeah. Oh yes, yes, we're gonna jump and shout, Africa liberation, yeah. Oh yes, yes, we're gonna scream and shout, Africa liberation, yeah.
Welcome back. You're doing Mutavenant. We're going to keep it moving, keep it rolling. Feel very privileged to have all of this tremendous, positive, young energy around me at this present time. I'd like to introduce you to the Al Kubalan Revival Movement Youth Army, yeah, and they go by the name of Army. I'm going to let you give them their full title. We've got Anika on the right hand. We have Nahanda. We also have my young brother Shakara. You hear us do a very successful program on Supreme Radio each and every Saturday morning. I have his brother Simba, aka Natural Mystic. You can find on Mystic FM, and the young MC Soldier MC. Welcome to the Army. Who's going to do speaking first? I'm not sure, but
it depends on the questions.
Yeah, it depends on the question. Let us know what the ARMY actually stands for. It's the youth core of the Al Kublish Revivalist movement, right?
Yeah. So first of all, Our Cable Line Revivalist movement is an African-centered, Pan-Africanist revolutionary organization coming from an African-centered spiritual cultural foundation and adherent to the legacies of the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and the eminent prophet and king, Omawale Malcolm X. That's our foundation. So essentially what that means is that we use black power not just as a political ideology but as a cultural and spiritual way of being. Yeah? So we look at African spirituality going way back and bringing it forward in the present day as a warrior tool, as a revolutionary tool. And really the army, the Our Cable Line Revivalist Movement youth, is just the younger members of the adult section of the organization trying to spread that message towards our own young people, as well as unifying with other young people who are doing similar work to ourselves. So when you see us, you see BFBP, you're gonna start seeing more Lions. Yeah, you're gonna see OBU, Organisation of Black Unity. That's what we're about right about now, you know. So yeah, and yeah, that's what it is. Because we're born out of the movement. We're children of the movement. Our parents brought us up in the movement, the Black Power movement, and that's the foundation of the army right about.
Excellent, because often it is said that the young people seem to be excluded from all of the planning and all of the organisation that goes into Pan-Africanist or so-called black revolutionary movements, yeah? But it seems very much that you have been groomed to be leaders in this day and time. Would you agree that you've been groomed to be leaders, Anika?
For me, especially in the Our Cable Line Revivalist movement, there's been a strong emphasis on children and young people. The movement was started because the organisers didn't want their children, the next generation, to have to go through the same struggles that they had to go through as young people and growing up into adults. So from when I was young in the movement, it was always a requirement for us as young children to be out on the platform, first and foremost learning our culture, learning our history, being young activists in the community, going out doing performances, being able to command an audience, etc. So that when we do get to this age, I'm 23 years old, the youngest member of the army, when we do get to this age, we are more than comfortable, not just in knowledge, but in ability to be able to give that message to the next generation. So this movement was built by young people. They were in their 20s when they built it, and focusing on the next generation primarily. And we are a product of that.
Just to add on to what Anika said about the Our Cable Line Revivalist movement and how they emphasize on bringing through the children and instilling faith and values and culture in the children. The first institution that the Our Cable Line Revivalist movement had was the fellowship, the worship that kind of brings the culture into everyone that is a part of the movement. The next was the children's program. That was integral in the movement to make sure that every week, every end of Sabbath, every end of the week, on a Saturday, the children had a program where they would go and study and learn and become more, more in touch with their Africanness. Yeah.
And more conscious.
At the same time, more conscious, building in consciousness as well.
Excellent. And you are the results, yeah, of the children, or you are the fruits, if you like, of your fathers and mothers' labours and investment and time into teaching you about your history
not even
and your
just that,
culture.
because obviously the four of us are born in the movement. Sister Nahanda wasn't born in the movement, but she's on the program. And so I'm saying that it's bigger than just even those of us who are born in it and raised in it. Just what I'm saying, because any member of the movement that comes in and around this age group is a part of the army like that. Just what I'm saying. And so really, it's not just about the four of us. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? And she's the only female at the moment as well. This is the queen of the thing, in terms of the foundation of it. That's what I'm saying. And so that's a power in and of itself.
And where would you like to see your youth movement go? Because obviously you're fulfilling one of your goals, which is linking up with other youth movements that are around, not just in London. You're London based, right? All right, not just in London, but around the UK. Where would you eventually like to see this go? Because you're not going to be used forever, I can tell you that.
Personally, I think that Pan-Africanism is about the total unification of African people worldwide. So where we would like to see this go is that we're starting now with linking up London, linking up Manchester, linking up Birmingham, linking up Nottingham. But then this needs to be a worldwide movement, because what we're facing as African people, as African young people, is worldwide. We see what's happening with Kingsley Borough, Mark Duggan, and others in this country. It's happening in America. The same things happening in America.
That's right.
Happened in Ferguson, happened in Baltimore. Now these things are happening in all over the African world, and even in our own African countries, because we have to understand that most of our governments and our armies and our police forces are working on behalf of white supremacy. So even when our young people are being shot down in Jamaica and in Nigeria and in the Congo, it's the same force of white supremacy that's causing that. But also what we need to understand is that our generation is the first generation not to be born within a slave colonial era, so to speak. Because when you look post-slavery, it was colonialism. My father was born in 1962, the year that Jamaica became so-called independent. He's the youngest of his siblings. Though you look after that, now other Caribbean islands became independent, other African countries became independent. So when you look at our generation now, we're the first to be born without this inhibition of colonialism or growing up in that mindset. So we don't have that fear that many of our elders would have had. So when you see us acting a particular way out there, whether it's against each other or whether it's the riots or the uprising, the rebellions, it's the fact that we don't have any fear of anything. And what better way to fight your enemy than to not fear them? So if we can get these young people fighting the right battle and fighting, getting their energy in the right direction, there is no force on this planet that can stop African young youth, and the enemy knows that.
And as you're saying, you're the product of what would be termed as multiculturalism. So if any youth were listening to the amount of knowledge that's coming from you for such young people, and you sound like you've got some very wise head on young shoulders, how could they get involved with the army or with the Al Kubalan Revivalist Movement Youth Corps? What is the way to be able to, if you like, seek membership and to gain some of the knowledge that you seem to have garnered over the many years? I know it's not an overnight process, right?
Well, I'd say in the interim of it, we are going to start a support network in terms of people actively getting involved. But we are putting a lot of programs on this year, and we would say definitely for people to come down, putting the information out, people to come down, support the team. But there's a lot of information. We had an OMX Storm honouring 50 years of the assassination.
I'm going to cut you. OMX Storm was off the hook. Make sure you check it out on GKTV. Go.
Definitely, Kush was doing fantastic work that day. But I'm saying that it's edutainment, but it's an education in and of itself. So when you come down to them kind of events, you're getting the education, but you're networking and you're making those links. And as like Shakara said, I wasn't born on the road, but my child came into it, 3.5? She's 11 now, so she don't know nothing different. And the foundation of Al Kebalan and the army, that to me is the future for most of the young people out there. So I'm saying that I think young people can get involved by just changing their environment, changing their social circles, changing the way they interact. And I think coming down to any army event, we're doing a lot of collaborations again with Black Fist, Black Power, and lots of things coming up in the near future. Power Youth as well. We have film nights, second Wednesday of every month. Again, we have Nomo on the 29th. Okay. We haven't got anything, but we have Nomo on the 29th of this month. Yeah. That's a collaboration again with Black Fist, Black Power and the Army, with Shakara and Respect. What's the title?
We're dealing with the subject of the X agenda, the Malcolm X agenda, government versus gangs. So basically what we're saying is that at the moment we have a whole influx of this push to get black people more involved in the political system, and in doing so we abandon the streets and condemn the youths them on the road. And we're saying that Malcolm weren't about that. You know what I'm saying? So we're putting that Malcolm X revolutionary message out there, as well as that, because it just so happens that a lot of the linking up that we're doing is across the arts, the cultural arts. And if we look at any revolutionary movement, the power and the impact of the arts that had on that movement is very, very simple. It's a very, very significant. So I'm saying, man, an artist, you know what I'm saying, Soldier MC, as far as I'm concerned, is the baddest MC that I know. I don't care what no one says. And I ain't gonna say that because I'm my brother. But you see us linking with More Lions and BFBP, and we're revolutionising black music in the UK. That's part of what that's what OMX Storm is about. That's what Messiah Storm is about. We're trying now to unify these youth groups so that we can go actually onto estates and bring messages directly to where young people are. That's what we're organising at the moment. So stay in tune. alkebulan.org.uk, ALKEBULAN.org. Sorry, not no .co.uk, .org, yeah? And for those who may not know, Al-Kabalan is one of the oldest names on historical records for the African continent.
That's right.
Yeah, around there we say Tendai Mwari.
Round there we say?
Tendai Mwari.
You are with
Get
the
me.
army, the Al-Kubalan Revivalist Youth Movement here on GKTV TV. Make sure you do check us out. On a Saturday morning, me and the brother Shakara, the young brother, we will be promoting all good things about the Al-Kubalan Revivalist Youth Movement. Thank you all very much for joining us here. I know we've been a bit rushed. Make sure you come back and we do it a little bit more in depth. Have some questions prepared for you, yeah, and give you the time to roll and do what you gotta do.
Black fist, black power.
Yeah.
Don't know, family.
Round there we say?
Tendai Mwari. That's it.
Peace.
In conclusion, Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess the faith of freedom and deprecate agitation are like men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want the rain but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want the ocean but they scared of the roar of the water. He said the struggle we have might be moral or physical, or it might be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle. He said, for 20 years I prayed on my knees to God for freedom, but the good Lord gave Frederick no freedom until I got up off my knees and started praying with my feet. He said, if you want respect from white men, why are you looking for pity? The man who respects you doesn't have to pity you, and the man who pities you will never respect you.
That's right.
He said, but most of all, remember, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. I got to call my ancestors. They go with me everywhere I go. They my protection. Because you know you can't put faith in man. They will betray you every time. But ancestors got your back. I call on Father Bailey, Mama Selah, Mama.
You're locked onto Got Kush.
Got Kush.
Got
Kush.
Kush TV, the conscious platform for all conscious people. Stay tuned.
There was empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get books. My success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later we'll all see who the prophet is.